India's ODI World Cup preparations did not get off to the right start as they lost against New Zealand. But now they get back to known shores as Rohit and co get ready to take on Bangladesh. Also to provide a boost, the seniors like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli get back in the mix after a break. What are the loopholes that still need to be plugged and the combination for the spectacle next year? We'll discuss that and more in this session. And to do that, we have with us Jaideep Ghosh, who's a senior sports journalist. We also have with us Sajal Patra, who's the sports lead of Cricket Country. And we also have from the Hindi team, Akhilesh Tripathi joining us for the very first time. Thank you for joining me in this session.
Okay.
So I'll start with you, Jaideep. Before we talk about the problems of plenty at the top, let's talk about Washington Sundar. He was probably the biggest takeaway from the ODI series in New Zealand. Does he find a spot in the Indian 11 come World Cup next year?
I would like to think yes, because Washington Sundar brings in both components. He brings in a decent off spin, not outstandingly great, but he's somebody who can hold his own. Maybe good enough for 5-6 overs. Definitely as a fill-in bowler for the frontline attack. And he obviously adds a lot with the bat also. Being a left-hander, that is also a major boost. Yes, I mean potentially yes. Potentially, Washington Sundar has been in the fringes for a long time, and I guess it's time that we actually started investing in these younger players and not bother so much about the results, because the results aren't so great anyway. So if you're thinking in terms of a long-term team, then I think it's time that Sundar and some others like him are also included for a long-term basis.
Sajal, like Jaideep thinks Washington Sundar finds a spot in the 11. Who does he replace? Does Hardik Pandya is also there? Jadeja would be coming back. Now, where does Washington Sundar fit into this?
Well, it's too early to say whom he will replace. But I can tell you that Washington Sundar will be very, very handy in Indian conditions, because India में World Cup होगा, तो वहाँ पे there would be something for the spinners. And the pace at which Washington Sundar bowls, if the World Cup would have been somewhere else, फिर वो debatable होता है कि bowling कितने effective रहता उनका. इंडिया में जरूर इफेक्टिव रहेगा और वो पावर प्ले में बॉलिंग करती है, लेकिन आई थिंक द प्लस पॉइंट है इज दैट ही कैन समबडी जो बैटिंग भी बहुत अच्छा कर लेते हैं. और इंडिया का प्रॉब्लम मेजरली फॉर वर्ल्ड कप, फॉर नॉट जस्ट वर्ल्ड कप, इन T20s एज वेल एज ODIs इज दैट वी ओनली हैव लिमिटेड बॉलिंग ऑप्शंस. देखिए, आप वर्ल्ड कप जैसे टूर्नामेंट में जाओगे, T20 वर्ल्ड कप या 50 ओवर वर्ल्ड कप, यहाँ पे आपको 5 बॉलिंग ऑप्शन से आप टूर्नामेंट नहीं जीत पाओगे. एज सिंपल एज दैट. You need more bowling options. Look at the options Ganguly had. Look at the options Dhoni had. They are just not the bowlers. He had also had options like Sehwag who can come and bowl. There was Raina who could. Ganguly himself could bowl. Then there was Yuvraj, Dinesh Munge. In fact, Ganguly's team, apart from Mohammad Khaif, मुझे लगता है हर कोई को थोड़ा बहुत गेंदबाजी उस टाइम पे करना पड़ता था. So that would be the critical point that India needs to find out कि जो ऐसे बैटर्स ढूंढे जो गेंदबाजी भी कर सकते हैं. So Deepak Hooda in that way, immediately comes in the mix.
So Sajal, is 6, 7, 8 going to be Hardik Pandya, Washington Sundar, and then Ravindra Jadeja? Is that what you're suggesting?
Jadeja at 8 is too down the other. Yeah, he's too good a player. I don't think वो 8 पे बैटिंग करेगा.
I mean 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 or 5, 6, 7. Do you think these 3 players they could fit in?
It's too early, Ankit, अभी बोलने के लिए. लेकिन सुंदर तो, I mean, if you are just based on the kind of performances he has given in whatever opportunities he has got, India में तो Washington would be a good pick. So maybe looking at the closer you get to a tournament, the more you will realize कि कितने मेरे bench से at least 20-22 तो players ऐसे होने चाहिए जहाँ पे आपको जहाँ से pick कर सकते. देखिए, T20 World Cup में even before the World Cup we did not know what is your best 11. वो एक गलती हमारा था जो हमें repeat नहीं करना चाहिए 50 over World Cup में. So वहाँ पे we should ideally right now is the time best for Rohit Sharma to pick his 15-16. इन्हीं players में मुझे final 11 pick करना पड़ेगा. You should know your best 11 before going to a major tournament. नहीं तो फिर again it will be the same thing that has happened in previous World Cups.
अखिलेश जी, क्या आपको लगता है वॉशिंगटन सुंदर का जगह बनता है इंडिया के 11 में अगले साल का वर्ल्ड कप के लिए? अगर हाँ, तो किसके जगह पे?
बिल्कुल बनता है। वाशिंगटन सुंदर को मौके दिए जाने की बात करूं, पिछले 1 साल से वो चोटिल रहे और उसके बाद जब वो वापस आ रहे हैं अब टीम में, न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ उनको आप सीरीज में मौका देते हैं, वहां वो बल्ले से रन बनाते हैं, गेंदबाजी भी अच्छी करते हैं। पहले वनडे की बात करें, जिस तरह से उन्होंने आक्रामक बल्लेबाजी की, जिस तरह से आकर आखिरी के ओवरों में रन बनाए, जिससे भारत का स्कोर 300 के पार जा सका। और हमें ऐसे ऑलराउंडर की हमेशा टीम में जरूरत है। ऑलराउंडर्स मैच जिताते हैं, चाहे वो बैटिंग हो। अगर बैटिंग नहीं कर पा रहे, हार्दिक पांड्या का एग्जांपल हमारे सामने है। हार्दिक पांड्या बैटिंग और बॉलिंग दोनों से मैच जिताते रहे हैं भारत को। और वाशिंगटन सुंदर जब भी इनको मौका मिला है तब उन्होंने अपने परफॉर्मेंस से प्रभावित किया है। हमने न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ सीरीज में देखी, और जब जो मैच तीसरा वनडे हुआ जिसमें भारत 219 रन बना पाई, उसमें उन्होंने लास्ट में आकर अर्धशतकीय पारी खेली। तो वाशिंगटन सुंदर डिजर्व करते हैं टीम में। अब आप किन की जगह खिलाते हैं? अब आपका हार्दिक पांड्या टीम में है, दीपक हुडा है। दीपक हुडा को एक विकल्प थे, लेकिन दीपक हुडा को हमने गेंदबाजी के विकल्प के रूप में उतना ज्यादा आजमाया नहीं था। मगर वाशिंगटन सुंदर अच्छी गेंदबाजी भी करते हैं, इनको मौका दिया जाएगा तो डेफिनेटली ये टीम में योगदान जो होगा देंगे। डिजर्व करते हैं, निश्चित रूप से ये प्लेइंग 11 में डिजर्व करते हैं।
Jaideep, now let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the wicket keepers debate. There is Rishabh Pant and there is Sanju Samson. Who gets your vote and why?
There is no debate really as far as I'm concerned. I think Samson should be playing. And Rishabh Pant, we have tried him repeatedly for over years now. And you've seen how he performed in New Zealand also. You've seen up the order also he's struggling, down the order he's struggling. His wicket keeping, in terms of sheer wicket keeping, I think there's not much to choose between Samson and Pant. But as a batter, I think Samson definitely deserves to get a look in. I mean, how long? See, Ankit, there are a couple of things we have to bite the bullet. The Indian team has to bite the bullet and decide that these are the guys we are going to back. Like Sajal was saying, you need to know who your players are. You cannot go, do this guesswork कि इसको भी रख लेते हैं, उसको भी रख लेते हैं. That doesn't work. And वो ज़माना गया. That कि you will have a whole 15-20 players and you keep rotating and trying to figure out. I think Samson deserves to be in the team. I think Washington Sundar deserves to be in the team. I think we should outright think in terms of a younger lot. Yeah, okay, we have a captain who will stay around, but that's how it is. But in terms of the senior players, apart from the captain Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav, the rest I think we need to get back to the younger lot, give more faith to the people like Hardik Pandya and all, that they'll be leading in the long term, and they will be getting the right team. Like, I think Pandya has gone on record and told the board that the top players are not really pulling their weight in the team, or didn't during the T20 World Cup. So we don't have the luxury of guesswork anymore. We have to bite the bullet and find the players, including Sanju Samson, as far as I'm concerned, as wicketkeeper.
Sajal, for you as well, you agree with Jaideep it's going to be Samson over Pant?
Yes, I'd like to add
One
something to
yeah, one
Jaideep.
thing.
To what,
I am not saying that it will be, but I am saying that it should be.
okay,
There's a
there's
major
one thing
difference.
that I'd like to add
Right.
with Jaideep said. There's there has been a lot of nonsense going around with people saying that Rishabh Pant is a match winner. Now you can't have one guy, winning a match in 50 matches. Then it's not a match winner. As simple as that. And what makes you think that Sanju Samson cannot be a match winner? So look at now. You have the data, and the data is not based on 5-6 matches. Sanju Samson made his ODI debut in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. 2015. It's been how many years? 7 years.
7 years.
In
Yeah.
7
seven
years. He
years,
made it in Zimbabwe.
7 years he has played 11 ODIs. 11 ODIs, and in these 7 years, Rishabh Pant has played 30 odd ODIs, if I'm not wrong. And 30 odd ODIs is a good enough number through which you can actually make out I would say enough opportunities there. As simple as that. Now this guy Samson, if you just look at the opportunities he has got, 11 matches में उनका average कुछ बुरा नहीं है. He has not performed that badly. In fact, I think he has done exceedingly well in whatever opportunities he has got here. The thing that we need to understand over here is that आप match winner, एक तो कोई match winner का थप्पा लेके नहीं आता है. A captain also at times creates a match winner, given the kind of circumstances the guy. So I don't understand the logic behind people saying that Rishabh Pant is a match winner. He's done brilliantly in the test matches. In ODIs and in T20s, I think he's got enough opportunities. and it is unfair on Sanju Samson. Yeah, that guy is. I think he has the quality, everything. He has everything to actually be a better player than Rishabh Pant is. I mean, we have been listening about this nonsense that he's a matchman. Yeah, he has not won that many matches for India in the ODIs and T20s.
True.
Let's yeah, understand that. And agar aap, if you persist with him, I mean, if you persist with one guy for 5 years, kabhi na kabhi to wo run karega hi at that level, you know. So it's unfair. I mean, only 11 can play for India, and you got to pick the best 11 guys. And Samson certainly right now, I would suggest he's better than Rishabh Pant, at least in terms of record that I have. And wicket keeping, like Jaydeep said, that there's not much of a difference. It's not that Pant is taking the world by storm to his wicket keeping skills. So that's where I stand.
अखिलेश जी, क्या आप जयदीप और सजल से सहमत है जो कह रहे हैं कि सैमसन को ज्यादा मौका मिलना चाहिए और उन्हीं को जाके वर्ल्ड कप भी शायद खेलना चाहिए? क्या आप सहमत हैं इनसे?
बिल्कुल सहमत हूँ। और पिछली डिबेट में भी जब इसकी बात हुई थी, तो इसकी चर्चा हुई थी, तो मैंने कहा था कि पंत को आप लिमिटेड ओवर फॉर्मेट में लगातार मौके दे रहे हैं, जबकि 2022 की बात करें तो एक उनकी 125 रन की इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ पारी और वेस्ट इंडीज के खिलाफ फरवरी में 52 रन की पारी। इन दो इनिंग के अलावा पंत ने कोई ऐसी इनिंग नहीं खेली है जिसकी वजह से कहा जाए कि ऋषभ पंत टीम में लिमिटेड ओवर फॉर्मेट में डिजर्व करते हैं। वही बात संजू सैमसन की करूं, संजू सैमसन को जितने भी मौके मिले, अभी हमने न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ भी उनको मौका दिया था, श्रेयस अय्यर के साथ उन्होंने 94 रन की पार्टनरशिप की थी फर्स्ट ओडीआई मैच में। इसके अलावा भी इससे पहले भी अगर सैमसन को मौके मिले हैं तो सैमसन बेहतर प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। ऋषभ पंत के लिमिटेड ओवर फॉर्मेट में इस साल के सीजन के आधार पर तो कहीं से भी उनकी जगह नहीं बनती है। कप्तान भले ही कहते हो कि मैच विजेता प्लेयर हैं, मैच के बाद उन्होंने पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा था कि हमें मैच विजेता प्लेयर कौन है ये देखना होगा, मगर मैच विजेता प्लेयर का फॉर्मूला क्या है? अगर पंत का ये फ्लॉप सो फॉर्मूला है तो आई टोटली डिसएग्री विद शिखर धवन। और जो भी ऐसी बात कर रहे हैं कि ऋषभ पंत को आप मौके मिलने चाहिए, हम संजू सैमसन, ईशान किशन जैसे युवा जो विकेट कीपर हैं उनको दरकिनार करके इस तरह का जो फैसला ले रहे हैं वो हमारे लिए नुकसानदेह हो सकता है, क्योंकि अगले साल हमारे यहाँ वर्ल्ड कप का आयोजन होना है और हमें अभी से चेतने की जरूरत है।
एक और चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगा, एक और चीज, आपको अगर ऋषभ पंत को खिलाना भी है, इफ यू लुक एट ऋषभ पंत T20 ODI records, somebody has to speak with him also, because I think at the moment even he does not know what his role is. मैं मारूं या पकड़ कर रखूं या सिंगल।
I agree with you, Sajal, on this.
हर्षा भोगले के साथ आपने जो इंटरव्यू उनका आया था देखा था, उनके बातचीत का जो तरीका है, किस एटीट्यूड से बात कर रहे हैं कि जब मैं 32-33 साल का हो जाऊंगा तब आप मेरे जो रिकॉर्ड्स होंगे उनकी बात करेंगे। आप 32-33 साल तक हम आपको इंतजार करें, हम आपको झेलें, हमारे जो अन्य विकेट कीपर है उसे मौका न दें?
नहीं, देखिए इसमें ऐसा है, मैं दो चीजें मेरे को कहनी है इसमें। अव्वल तो ये है कि ये जो आप 32-33 साल, उसकी जो फिटनेस अभी है 32-33 साल में चलने लायक रहेगा नहीं रहेगा, ये तब की बात तब देखेंगे हम लोग। दूसरी बात है ये जो एटीट्यूड की बात कर रहे हैं ना, you see he's become sullen, he's become very like a cornered person who's becoming very aggressive and very defensive about his whole mindset about cricket. जाहिर है उन पर भी प्रेशर है कि वो परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहे हैं और क्रिटिसिज्म तो सुनाई देती है। लोगों को एक चीज सबसे ज्यादा सुनाई देती है कि क्रिटिसिज्म, कहीं कोई दूर बोल दे कि ये ठीक नहीं है तो बहुत साफ साफ सुनाई देता है ये। तो अब ये है इशू है कि अब अगर उसके सजल जैसे कह रहे हैं कि if there is a mental issue, if there is a psychological issue, then somebody has to address it. He has to be told कि उसका रोल क्या है, कहाँ पे है, कैसे है, कभी ऊपर खिलाना है, कभी मिडिल में खिलाना है, कभी लोअर में खिलाना है नहीं खिलाना है, वो भी सर पैर नहीं है। दूसरी जगह है संजू सैमसन, आई एम सरप्राइज कि he not started acting in Malayali movies and given up cricket altogether. 11 matches in 7 years, man. People have left for less than this. His motivation, even now, the fact that he has...
Jaydeep, I just saw a stat somewhere that Ishan Kishan has played more matches than Sanju Samson.
Exactly. I mean, I can't believe this nonsense that player like Sanju Samson has lost 7 years. Just, being on the fringes. What nonsense. Surya Kumar Yadav lost 10 years practically because nobody picked him at the right time. Can you imagine the loss this has done to Indian cricket? अब यहाँ पे भी वही चल रहा है कि हाँ देखते हैं, शिखर धवन विल से ऋषभ पंत इज अ गुड प्लेयर बिकॉज वो अपने स्टेट का प्लेयर है उनका, वो जाहिर है वो नहीं कहेंगे कि उनके खिलाफ कुछ बोलने। ये तो बोर्ड को डिसीजन लेगी, सबसे पहले तो बोर्ड के पास सिलेक्टर ही हो कि वो जाके सिलेक्ट करें। पहली तो चीज यही है कि who the hell is going to select this team? Selectors you don't have. Then the captain, who's the captain? Shikhar Dhawan is captain, ex is captain, vice captain, and when the World Cup comes or some soft, relatively soft tournament like series with Bangladesh comes, then suddenly your Rohit Sharma is back. So what exactly is going on there? How much rest do these guys need? They are not doing that much. Also, Rohit Sharma has barely played 10, 15 overs in the whole tournament in the T20. So why is he needing so much rest? So, I mean, what is going on, and why are we not? Like I said, you have to put your foot down and say कि हमें young players खिलाने कुछ हो जाए. Results are no great anyway. हम लोग कोई बहुत तीर नहीं मार रहे हैं, तो हार गए ठीक है, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं. But you should have the team to which will in a year, 2 years be a team to reckon with. Look at Pakistan. I mean, irrespective of what's happening with the Test match, this is a team that they have followed and they have put their faith in. You saw the results in the limited overs format. At least they are formidable. England को देख लो, they have XYZ players who will play this, XYZ players who will play that, and look at the results. हमारे यहाँ सबको सब कुछ खिलाना है और नहीं भी खिलाना है. It's very strange यार, ये कोई सर पैर ही नहीं है.
Also, I think we should also touch upon the fact that CAC कल announce किया है BCCI ने, and the names that we have, I was a little surprised. I mean, आप लोग बता सकते हो that you guys were surprised too.
I'm surprised. I'm not surprised with anything in the board anymore. अब कहानी ये है कि look at the candidates for the selectors. There are 2 wicket keepers and very little else. And the guys who are actually have done coaching at a certain level, they are not interested because they got better deals in commentary boxes. They don't want to take any responsibility. So that's how cricket is going.
Jaideep, let's talk about the opening conundrum that India faces. We are assuming that Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, they are going to open in the World Cup. Well, KL
Right.
Rahul probably has taken a break next year, and there are a lot of other options. You have a Shikhar Dhawan who's been trusted with captaincy. There is a Shubman Gill who's performing consistently. Now there is a problem of plenty at the top. Who, according to you, gets the vote, at least your vote, and is probably going to open in the World Cup next year?
Well, I don't know the probability, but obviously Rohit Sharma will take one slot. I think Shikhar Dhawan should be given the other opener slot, simply because A, it's a left-right combination, and B, in the domestic, in Indian conditions, in a 50-over format, Shikhar Dhawan, I think, is still one of the best. It doesn't matter if he's very fluent or if he's very, fluid to look at or very good-looking, attractive batter. He's effective, and he can be effective on the subcontinental conditions. Absolutely.
Jaideep, does that mean KL Rahul does not find a spot in the 11? Because that is what it's going to come down to, probably. You also have a
Absolutely, yes.
Shreyas Iyer, Surya Kumar Yadav
Yeah,
out there who will be
totally.
fighting for probably one
Yeah.
spot.
If that is what is required, let it be. I mean, you need the best team that will win the tournament for you. Doesn't matter who's playing, who's
Right.
not playing. I seriously think Shikhar Dhawan should be deployed just for the fact that he's carried the 50-over match, the team for so long, without much support from
Exactly.
anybody, and he's a guy who's not demanded much from anybody. He's just delivered.
Right,
So
right,
he
right.
needs to be used.
He's just gone about doing his own thing. And he's probably
Absolutely.
done consistently well in all formats. I mean, whenever he's got an opportunity. Sajal, do
In
you
a
agree with
50-over
Jaideep
format,
over here?
50-over format, absolutely.
देखिए, शिखर धवन एक ऐसे खिलाड़ी है कि every time you need somebody to drop, the first man is Shikhar Dhawan. That
Yes.
is one of the things, and he has not complained. And उसका performance आप देखिए ODI cricket में it's top notch, absolutely right up there with anybody you can say. So Dhawan तो is definitely playing. Rohit Sharma, as Jaideep said, will play. Now KL Rahul को भी खिलाना है, आपको सूर्या कुमार को भी खिलाना है, शुभमन गिल को भी खिलाना है, तो भाई तो फिर 11 ही खेल सकते हैं ना. इससे ज्यादा तो आप
Sajal,
खेल नहीं
also
सकते.
Rishabh Gaikwad is in top form.
Yeah,
Also,
there you
Rishabh
go.
Gaikwad is in top form. How can you neglect that form?
So this is the problem, na? For the next 3-4 months, you're going to pick everybody, and by the time the tournament comes, you would not know कि मेरा best 11 क्या है. So we have to
ये जो
right now we have to
धोबी और गधे वाली
Something
कहानी
similar
है
to
ना,
the T20 World Cup this year, right, Sajal?
yes. Sometimes when you have too many options, that is also a problem. The
वही
Ganguly
धोबी
never
और
had
गधे
that.
वाली कहानी है ना. कि कभी गधा धोबी पे, कभी बच्चा धोबी पे, गधे पे। तो ये तो
अखिलेश जी,
कर नहीं
आपको क्या
सकते।
लगता है कौन ओपनिंग करने वाला है?
मेरे हिसाब से इस सीरीज में शिखर धवन और रोहित शर्मा ओपनिंग करेंगे, और इस सीरीज में नहीं, भारतीय टीम को अगर वर्ल्ड कप की तैयारियों को ध्यान में रखना है तो अभी शिखर धवन और रोहित शर्मा के साथ ही जाना चाहिए। केएल राहुल अगर प्लेस बना पा रहे हैं तो ठीक है, अगर उनको मौका दिया जाए, एक दो मैच के लिए ट्राई किया जाए, मगर मेरे हिसाब से ओपनिंग में आपको शिखर धवन और रोहित शर्मा के साथ ही जाना चाहिए, और हमारे पास उसके बाद विराट कोहली और सूर्य कुमार यादव जैसे बल्लेबाज हैं।
एक चीज ऐड करूंगा
right,
कि T20 में हम लोग ने T18 या T19 फॉर्मेट खेला है। अब न्यूजीलैंड वाला मैच देख रहा था T20s में, आई कुड नॉट सी द एंटायर ऑल द 3 मैचेस फॉर ऑब्वियस रीजंस, there's a FIFA World Cup going on as well, which is obviously more important
What
than
matches? Half of
that.
them were washed out anyway.
और हमारे पास
Yeah,
शुभमन गिल का भी एक
It was more
विकल्प
like
था
a
हमारे।
holiday in New Zealand.
so the two matches that you know on and off I saw, उसमें भी मुझे लगा कि 50 ओवर में हम लोग 40 ओवर के मैच खेल रहे हैं। So I'm not too sure about the approach and what exactly the planning मुझे अभी तक पता नहीं है, because look at England in a test match they're playing like T20s, and in T20s we play like test matches. So take a leaf out of England's book, yeah. They're just phenomenal. I mean, look at what they're doing to Pakistan in a dead track.
Baseball is the future, Sajal. Baseball is the future.
So that's what I'm saying. कि 10 साल पहले आप even on a batting surface you're going to see teams scoring at 3 runs per over. They are scoring at more than 6 runs per over the entire day. That's phenomenal, I think. You have to take your hat off.
Right. Jaideep, what about Umran Malik? Does he make the 11 in India, ODI World Cup?
Yeah,
Umran Malik.
I think Umran Malik would be better suited for the 20 over format, really, because there is where he can actually go all out and give it all. But the thing is that, like I was saying, that it is time that we started investing in the younger lot. You have to put them into match situations where where they'll get in the hot end of the deal, and वहाँ पे जाके they'll have to learn the tricks of the trade, including Umran Malik. Now Bhuvneshwar Kumar's future, in a couple of years max, he will not be playing any kind of limited overs cricket because he just doesn't seem to have it anymore. Arshdeep Singh will always be decent, but he'll never be out and out fast. So you have to have somebody who will put a little bit of fear and a little bit of less time for the batter to react. And I think Umran Malik is a good investment. You cannot go hammer and tongs and go crazy with it. But yes, as an investment, definitely he should be. Even for the World Cup, whatever time we have, he should be tried and tested and put in where he gets real match practice.
Considering the World Cup will be in India, we'll probably play 2 specialist seamers. One is surely going to be Jasprit Bumrah. Who is going to be the other, Sajal? Is it going to be Arshdeep Singh or somebody else you can think of?
Arshdeep, chances are Arshdeep is going to play, but Umran Malik, just like Jaideep said, is a great choice. Like Umran Malik is a great choice anywhere else in the world because pace comes at a premium. और उसका जो pace है, it's absolutely it's not medium fast, it's fast, not even fast, it's fast.
Yeah.
So he would be a great guy to invest on. Also, I think right now what India should look for is also for players who are also good fielders. I think that is also a bit of a worry because India ka fielding during Dhoni's tenure was absolutely phenomenal. That's one of the areas where we were brilliant. Right now, if you play Rishabh Pant, I don't know whether the wicketkeeper you want to play him because sometimes you don't play him as a wicketkeeper also. You just play him as a batsman. Then you have Rohit Sharma as well. So there are 2-3 guys who are not great fielders. Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh, they're not great fielders. The only Indian fast bowler that comes to my mind who's a great artist is Umesh Yadav. Other than that, Pakistan fast bowlers they are great fielders. So these things matter a lot, especially जिस तरह से T20s और वनडेज अभी जा रहे हैं हम लोग, फील्डिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर हो गया है. पाकिस्तान का फील्डिंग, आई वाज वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड विद द वे दे फील्डिंग इन T20 वर्ल्ड कप. दैट वाज एब्सोल्युटली ब्रिलियंट. So I mean, outfielding New Zealand is not a joke. So that's something that we need to probably look on along with. I mean, picking your best 12-13 players. I think we have a question as well.
Right. We also have a question. We'll quickly take that up. Approach कब change? Sir, approach कब change होगा? संजू शॉ जैसे डिस्ट्रक्टिव बैट्समैन कब तक बहुत बाहर बैठे रहेंगे? राइट,
संजू सैमसन
अखिलेश
को
जी,
बाहर
इसका जवाब आप देना चाहते हैं?
अब यही मैनेजमेंट को ये सोचना है, मैनेजमेंट को ये तय करना है कि हम ऋषभ पंत के ऊपर संजू सैमसन को कब लेकर आते हैं, क्योंकि बार बार यही सवाल उठता रहेगा कि संजू सैमसन कब खेलेंगे, और हम लोग बस इस पर डिस्कशन करेंगे। मैनेजमेंट कब इसके बारे में सोचती है कि संजू सैमसन को कब मौका दिया जाएगा, मौका मिलना चाहिए, ये हम बात करते हैं, ये लोग भी बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये मैनेजमेंट और चयन समिति कब इसको लेके सोचती है, कप्तान कब इसको लेके सोचते हैं, ये देखना होगा।
ये तो आप रॉजर भी नहीं बता पाएंगे लगता है अभी, अब सिलेक्टर्स तो है नहीं कोई।
डेफिनेटली रोजर भी नहीं बता पाएंगे, क्योंकि अब मौका नहीं देने का संजू सैमसन को कोई रीजन नहीं आता है, मन समझ में नहीं आता है। तो अगर लेकिन कब मौका मिलता है ये देखना होगा। अब कप्तान अगर ऐसी बात करेंगे कि पंत को मैच विजेता प्लेयर है, लोग लगातार इस बात की चर्चा कर रहे हैं कि अगर संजू सैमसन कब टीम में आते हैं, अगर इसके बाद भी अगर उन तक
वही मेरा काउंटर आर्ग्यूमेंट है कि किस हिसाब से संजू सैमसन मैच विनर नहीं है। दैट इज माय काउंटर एग्रीमेंट टू दैट।
मैच विनर लूजर की बात नहीं, देखिए इसमें जस्ट वन पॉइंट, हम जीते हारे कुछ हो, द टीम नीड्स टू चेंज। अगर आप हारोगे नहीं तो आपको जीत की वैल्यू नहीं पता चलेगी। ये जो आप यहाँ अरे गहरे 3-4 सीरीज जीत के बोलते कि हम बहुत महान टीम हो गए, वो तो वर्ल्ड कप में पता ही चल गया कौन सी टीम कितनी महान थी। अब यू नीड टू bite the bullet, like I was saying, invest in the new players, and if you lose, big deal here. I mean, you lose for 1 year, 2 years, then you'll win. That's how it is always working. And there's a transition period, you have to accept it and go along with it.
We got an insight of what Indian cricket looks like in the upcoming days. Thank you for sharing your insights, Jaideep, Sajal and Akhilesh. Thank you for joining me in this session. Stay tuned to India.com Cricket Country for all the latest across sports. Thank you so much.
Thank you.